Should we keep on the hard task of our doctrine, or should we move on? Should we evolve as a civilization? You know, we've realised trees are evil. They've caused us nothing but trouble. Eat them all. How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical and of course we are back in the depths of despair. Let's get to it. Right, let's go for a speed through. We need some progress. We need to actually get out of this jam that we're in. Like, we just need... Luckily, everyone's had their breakdowns, so hopefully everyone's going to be in a little bit of a good mood because they get that plus 40 for coming out of breakdowns. Other than that, then what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What I'm going to do is actually put the smoke leaf production even lower than what it already is. So I'm going to put it on 10 and then unpause at 3. I don't want people to get stuck on that. Really, really don't. And that's what's happening. Stomp can therefore come off that, go back on constructing so actually we can get the walls back on. Alpin and Good are obviously going to be our growers. We just need them at full health and then they'll get to that. Smarty will be crafting. We'll be doing all the drug production. We'll be doing all the brick production. And then if you get to it, maybe clean, but probably not. So hopefully that's going to work. Hopefully we get left alone for a little bit and we can actually achieve our goals, you know, be prosperous and actually rock and roll. Let's get this colony thriving and going. I keep saying how close we are to doing that. It's not happening. It's making me upset. And this is what I'm saying. Now Good isn't going to get insect jelly. He's actually harvesting rice, which insect jelly is nice, but it is at the same time a waste of time. We're going to get more yield from vegetables and stuff like that. Insect jelly is going to be something in the future that when we have all our meals in the freezer ready to go, then we can use that alongside it. Do you know what I mean? Backup plans, plan C. Always have some of that in the freezer just in case for a rainy day. So luckily we've got quite a little bit of rice coming in. This looks like a good harvest. Obviously I will need to make sure it's all going to get hauled so it doesn't deteriorate. But we should be good. That's the problem of obviously not having someone on haul all the time, but it's not the worst problem we've ever had. So what I will do is actually start commanding Good to actually come and haul it. Just so that we know that isn't going to get wasted. And then we're starting to get a lot of rice, a lot of corn going to the freezer, which is going to sort out our problems. Smarty is our cook, isn't she? Yep. So let's get the production line going. So all that's in the freezer where, one, it's not going to deteriorate. Two, Smarty doesn't have to move as far for it. And just a better time all around. The corn is going to deteriorate in a minute, but hopefully Good gets to it in time. Good does, because he's the man. How much have we got left? 13. Good, if you can haul that, that'd be great. I don't think he'll get to it in time, though. He does, lovely. It's just an extra bit of corn. And suddenly, the freezer is looking a lot better. Sorry, Good, I know you want to eat, but you're going to come and haul all this. Nice. So that's done, that's productive. Love it. Obviously, Alpin is still healing up from getting beaten up by the colony as we jumped him in the streets, basically. He came home one night, he was being a bit lippy. We done him in, boys. We done him in. Okay, Good had a good night, so you're going to sleep, lovely jubbly. And then Smarty's going to spend the whole day cooking, which is perfect, so we can just get on top of meals. Obviously, while insect jelly is really good in the form of if we haven't got anything else, obviously the chance of food poisoning is quite high. The chance of food poisoning is going to be quite high at the minute as well. Not because Smarty is a bad cook, but because the cooking area is quite dirty. So we do need to get on top of that. Whether we get on top of that now, I don't think so. You know me, I like to wait until a problem becomes a problem before I deal with it. Which is definitely the attitude that you should have. Other than that, I think between recording this one and the next one, I am going to Google to see if there's anything else I can do about my religion. Because it's just a bit weird. I don't really want it to disappear. Like, if it does, it does. But yeah, there's not really too much I can do about it. Which is just odd. Because obviously Alpin's our leader, but none of his abilities can try and recruit people, which is weird. Like, I know he's outnumbered, but because he's our quote-unquote leader, like, I don't know. Just think otherwise, yeah, I don't want to lose it because that was the whole point of this series. But if we change, we change. It's just another aspect of our story in Rimworld, isn't it? Okay, Good's harvesting this, which slightly upsets me because you could be growing, but hey ho, I suppose at least you're doing something. And these are all the psychedelic. Do you know what? The dyslexic hits hard sometimes. And they're saying that he's coming to sow the rice now, so it's not too bad. Good, you're not going to come and relax. You're coming to haul all this. So we just make sure none of this goes to waste. Obviously in the future we're going to need a full-time hauler just to make our life that little bit easier. But of now, it's fine. Stomp's building, repairing stuff, which is nice. These are wooden doors going in, right? Yep. Happy with that. And there we go. Alpen's doing some growing. The rice is more important just because it's so quick. Well, I suppose the corn is just because of the amount of yield you get from it, but you know what I mean. Okay, Stomp's repairing doors. Lovely jubbly. That's what we like to see. Oh, probably going to need to mine some more components. Maybe, maybe not. Everyone is in all the zones, so that's fine. Like, Stomp is really doing well in the construction game, it has to be said. Blocks are not being made, though. If I come to the drug lab... Well, it is paused. Who does all ours? Oh, that's the problem, because Smarty does it, and then obviously Smarty is cooking. So it's either Good or Alpen. So we can't have two full-time growers then, that's basically what we're saying. Okay. Good, just because you don't have a passion and Alpen does. Good is going to then come down onto crafting. If you're done with crafting, then clean and haul. Actually, haul and clean is probably the better option just for all this round here. I think Alpen on his own, if he's not hurt, you know, feeling good in himself, can do all these growing zones. Obviously, it's going to take a while just because there is so many. But he's just done all of that rice, so that's pretty good. Smarty, please, we want a productive episode. You're ruining the vibe. Okay? Okay. Good. I want you to come around to the colony and start cleaning because that's going to put everyone in obviously bad moods. So let's get a load of that queued up. So at least not everyone is in unsightly environments. Obviously, we need to just build better statues as well. That's going to help, like, no doubt, no doubt. Okay, so Good's going to have a nice clean. That will improve people's moods. Alpen, what's wrong with you? Oh, he's still sad that his wife's died. What a loser. I think the rest will help Alpen quite a lot. I can't be bothered to dwell on his mood. It's going to upset me. Okay, Good's getting loads of... I can see there's dirt there. Maybe not. Just sort of right-clicking, trying to find any more. There's some more. Any more for any more. There we go. So that seems to have cleaned a lot of it. We've got some trash in here. Just improve people's moods. No end. Because every time they come into an area where it looks horrible, they're going to get just negative modifiers. So at least this way it makes it all pretty, all nice. There is some blood down here as well, because then if we go into our beauty modifier window where we can see everything, we can see the areas. Like now this room isn't too bad. Obviously it's going to be a lot better when the flooring and stuff like that goes up, but as of now that's going to do. The bedrooms as well looking good, although there's vomit in that room, which I will get Good to sort out. So I will hold left shift, so he'll do that after he's got his rec by just relaxing socially. Right, Alpen's back on the rice field. Alpen's actually doing a really, really nice job, which is cool. Right, Good's cleaning round here, or nice and nice. He gets to go to bed, all tucked in, snug like a bug, dreaming of good times with Macy and Ericsson. No, it's too soon, it's too soon. I mean, we've got meals. Stomp I don't know why the bugs are angry, but run! Oh, they're going to destroy the wind turbine. We nearly had that wall up. Like, why are they... Don't. So the only other thing I could have done is I could have sacrificed Stomp by running that way. Oh, looks like we got lucky. No, Stomp. Don't get that brave. Okay, we got a little bit lucky there. But Stomp is making, like, heavy progress with this wall, which is actually really golden to say. Because this is the priority, this wall. Because it just protects our power, protects us. And Stomp, it's fair to say... Oh, there's gaps in the wall there that I didn't see. That's important. Stomp, what's your next task? I'd really like you to do this wall here, because this is more of a priority at the moment. Because if they come in here and start destroying stuff in our production room, we are in trouble. Because that's too much resources to... repair. So we're going to micromanage or basically force Stomp into a breakdown by making him finish this wall. We're really, really close. Saying that we're out of limestone blocks, sadly. Okay, when you've... Right, now finish this bit. Cool, so there's only one more gap in the wall. Actually, Stomp, if you deconstruct some of this... Because we only need 5 blocks per part of wall. So I don't know how much we get back from here. It's either 2 or 3. 3. We can actually force Stomp to work quite a lot. And actually get some more of this up just to protect our wind turbines. I know obviously we're still vulnerable from this side. But at least these bugs, it's a little bit longer walk round. Which just gives them more chance to obviously lose aggro on us. Which I'm all down for. Right, Stomp, can you build that wall? And then we should be a little bit golden, it has to be said. Okay, nope. Come finish your work here, then you can go to sleep. Right, good. What are you doing? You're making smoke leaf. You've done that. You're feeding simple meals to Smarty. The sword is in the freezer, because why wouldn't the sword be in the freezer? Right, Stomp's going to get that, so we've got a minimal amount of protection now with our wind turbines, which... About goddamn time, party people. If you feel me. Progress is being made. I was about to say we might be able to finish this wall, but that's probably far too optimistic. Good, can you just come clean all this? Just try and clean up all this vomit as we're going. Just so we don't get to the point where obviously we're losing moods because of it. And there's some down here. The bugs got hit by lightning. See, they have a little bit more longer to come round, so they lose aggro just before they get to it. Although, how did that bug get in our base? This is awkward. Stomp, hold open. There's one bug in our base. Just try and avoid it. Don't shoot it. Yeah, it came in here. Just trying to draft everyone to walk away from the bug. Just let the speed 1 do the job. Cool, cool, cool. So right, let's Stomp do the morning work, and then we're going to get Stomp working hard. If he can walk a little bit quicker, that'd be great. It's very anticlimactic. Stomp just threw up on the floor. Brilliant. Just checking on that fire, but it wasn't big. Because it's still raining outside. It's nothing too bad. Why has power gone out? We've lost a power conduit. Get Alpin to work on that. Stomp, you're hungry. Well, you're about to eat. You are eating. Oh, we were doing so good, Stomp. I know I'm riding them hard, but Jesus, like... Come on. We can get there. Right, power's back up. Nice. Like, growing zones are actually going down, like... A little bit of food left in the freezer, like, it's not too bad. I think what done us over is obviously all that meals that we cooked being food poisoned. Oh, really? Jog on. Get out of here. Eating our food while we're sleeping. We'd never do that to you. I need to fill in that gap. Food-wise, we've got 11 meals, so we should be okay. I don't think we need to do an insect run. Would just like good just to get some jobs done. So I think we'll just let that happen. So let's have a look. So this doctrine that it wants us, like ancient hyper Islam, is like, should we move towards this? Like, okay, so what do we have to do? So if people make love, they really love it. Diverse forts is good. Insect meat is despised. I mean, it seems quite easy, doesn't it? Unless we just move. Resource normal. It seems very basic though, but our doctrine is sort of losing its worth. Okay. I keep saying I will just check. I'm going to see if there's any way we can obviously get our doctrine on people, but otherwise in the comments let me know, what should we do? Should we keep on the hard task of our doctrine, or should we move on? Should we evolve as a civilization? You know, we've realised trees are evil. They've caused us nothing but trouble. Eat them all. Since, like, we've only got one more colony that actually follows that religion. Maybe it's the religion that's at fault here. No comment. Can you say no comment after you've already made a comment? I don't know. I want to boss Alpin around, but he's so close to breaking down. See, Alpin is trying to convert people. It just goes so slow. It's like crazy. You'd think because Alpin's like an OG, it would work quite good. Let's edit this zone. Right, let's get Alpin to build that wooden wall just so we have a gap so the bugs can't just walk in if there's food laying around here. Right. Build the wooden wall. I know wood goes down really quick, but it's just better having something than nothing. Do you know what I mean? Sad that Stomp went down, but that's absolutely fine. Okay, is Alpin actually putting some corn down? This is big. Because it's the cornfield that will get us out of the jam. The rice just sees us through. Do you know what I mean? We don't have any left over. We just have just enough. We could run out. With the corn, the amount of yield you get from it is cray. Although it is nice to have some meals and whatnot. I say that just as Smarty gets food poisoning because of the meals. I mean, Alpin, if you want like a joint that bad, like you can do it twice a day. Like, Jesus, how much do you want? Smoke. Come and smoke Alpin. Just to make sure he doesn't have a breakdown. I'm sort of checking their needs in between. I don't always show it when I cut, just to try and show the best bits, sort of. If there's best bits, are there best bits, guys? I think there's best bits. There must be. Because there's a lot of bad bits. Oh, it's sad, but it's so true. We need components to get the coolers back in the bedrooms. Tantrum Smarty. That's fine. Oh, you're going to destroy some body armour. And then throw up on a machine gun. Just a casual day in Rimworld. If Stomp was up, next episode would be banging. Especially with the walls up and whatnot. We've still got power. Batteries are full. One wind turbine is actually smashing it. Like, it's not as dire as it makes out. A lot of it is because obviously I'm riding colonists hard, so they're not getting rec time, not getting meals. Tomorrow will be more of a struggle. Because we've got no food. Perhaps Good should have done some bug runs. I'm not going to do them at 3 o'clock in the morning though. Just because I know bugs do wake up about this time. Or they're more easy to wake up. They sort of play possum, I think. So, people are going to go hungry today, but that's fine. Good, tomorrow night we'll then do some bug runs. Moods aren't as dire as I thought they would be. But we just need to make rooms more beautiful, stuff like this. Like, how much beauty are these statues given? 55, 110, 28, that's nothing, 110. Yeah, not great. Obviously, fine meals, getting them up again will be, like, powerful. But that won't be till some, like, corn grows or something. But we know, the thing is, we just have to get over not trying to beat ourselves, so to speak. Because these bugs can defend us against a lot. They really can. It is really powerful. We just sort of have to like try not to beat ourselves. That's the situation we're at. Volcanic winter for pay. Yeah, but you know, that's... Well, for one great bow, yes please. Like, jog on. I need something better than that. Like, give me... If they would have offered, like, let's say... 250 corn, 5 components, 100 steel. Like, that makes it a little bit more... Not because I know, well, they're giving you the food to last. That wouldn't last a volcanic winter. But it just gives you the option. It gives you something to think about. You can taste it in the air, like... And you're just like, ooh. Ooh, do I want a bit of that? Do I want it? Do I really want it? And then you can decide if you want it. Oh, I've lost the plot. Smarty, why are you doing that? Oh, because you're a crafter as well. Interesting. So then actually Good can help with grow and plant cut. Okay, Good is going to have to do some insect jelly runs. How much until this corn is grown? Yeah, it's quite a while. So I'll keep an eye on the bugs when they go to sleep. Let's get some insect jelly in, which the problem is it's going to give us food poisoning. Or, you know, a high chance of food poisoning. And that's where a lot of people's negative moods are coming at the moment. Because they're in pain, so to speak. So maybe we don't. The problem is, Stomp's back on his feet. Welcome back to the colony. How's the rice? What's the rice at? Some of it's at 80%. I think we need to do an insect jelly run. So we'll get Good to do his old task of coming in here. Maybe just do one more insect jelly run. Like tonight, and then we'll leave it for a little bit. Hopefully we can get some obviously growing up and stuff like that. Wait until he gets just in that door. And yeah, this will see us... We'll get enough to hopefully last a couple of days. Which would be nice. Especially if we're now getting meals up and stuff like that. It'd just be perfect. And then I think this is the only way to see out an episode. Just getting the munchies. Thinking of all that yummy insect jelly. God. Gets me hungry just thinking about it. All that gooey goodness. Yeah, I don't think we can call it gooey goodness. I'm sure that's copyrighted by another company. Another insect jelly company. We could be the insect company, couldn't we? Like the insect jelly. I wonder how much it sells for. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Jesus, and we're still doing insect jelly. Not good, not good. I will get Good to hold all this before he goes to sleep just to make sure it's not there. Then we'll queue up some cleaning. Just to make sure everything looks, you know, nice and tidy. If you got to this point of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.